From your face, make we talk, people, make we talk. Conversation is the key, a guiding light for you.
Good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon. Welcome to Talking Money. I'm your host, Jeffrey Tavares, with your co-host, former Broward County Mayor, Mr. Dale Holness. Welcome to Make We Talk Money, Sir Holness.
Yes, good afternoon to everyone. Ecclesiastic 10 and 19. Food maketh a feast, wine maketh merry, but money answereth all things. And we're going to talk more money again today, but let me start by telling you that you should tune in online because it's the easiest, best way you can take the station with you wherever you go. And to connect online, you go to wzppradio.com, wzppradio.com. Call your friends and tell them to get online and listen to us. We are certainly the voice of the Caribbean in the state of Florida, number one. I was just told on Google. You can find us at 96.1 FM in Miami. If you're in your car and you're driving down there and you're not in Fort Lauderdale, where we are at 92.7 FM in Fort Lauderdale, 1590 AM in Tampa, St. Petersburg, in Hollywood and North Miami, 102.3 FM, and in Vero Beach and the Treasure Coast, Port St. Lucie and that area, 105.3 FM, and in Orlando, Winter Garden, Lake Mary, 99.7 FM. Remember, get your friends to tune in by going to wzppradio.com. You can also go to Make We Talk on YouTube, and you'll be able to tune into us and send some of these out to your friends when you find them, if you find the information interesting and informative, which is our goal, to educate, inform you, and certainly entertain you. But we want you to be empowered and feel good at the same time here at wzppradio.com. We had yesterday afternoon on with us property appraiser Mr. Marty Kiar, and he talked to you about taxes, property taxes, how it's collected, the whole process, the discounts that you may get, the homestead exemption, the timeline, and the billions of dollars that's being taken in taxes. We're going to have on with us this afternoon, we have on with us this afternoon, Miss Abby Ajayi. She is now the person running, from a management standpoint, the tax collector's office in Broward County. So after the assessments made and the elected official determine how much money of your money they're going to spend, and the budget is finalized, which is being done this month, the final vote. We had one vote already. There'll be another vote in the next week. Then you've got to pay those taxes. And the taxes you can start paying November 1st, because the budget year for government runs from November 1st to October 1st to October 1st to September 30th. And with us is Miss Abby Ajayi. Abby, you are now running that department in Broward County. And it's time for folks to pay their taxes starting November 1st is when they can pay, but they can pay over a period of time also, I understand. So tell me the process of November 1st and the discount that's available if they pay on time. Now, many of you would have already be paying it in your monthly payment through your bank, through your escrow, through an escrow account. Oftentimes it's adjusted, and we're going to talk a little bit more about why your payment goes up and down, and what affects that. Maybe we'll just do it now before I bring Abby in. So each year when you pay your mortgage on a monthly basis, they collect taxes and also insurance, because the bank want to make sure that you pay your taxes. Because if you don't pay your taxes, your property tax, your property can be sold, and the bank don't want to have your property sold to someone else, and you don't own it, and you can't make the payments. So that's the reason why they escrow your taxes, and they usually collect on a monthly basis 1/12 of the amount that is supposed to be. Similarly, they do the same thing with your insurance payment, because they don't know that you're going to make the payment if they leave you alone to it, especially if they have if you have a high loan to value mortgage. If you have 50% loan and you get a private investor, they might not take the payments from you. You might be able to pay it on your own, including your taxes, because they have enough equity in there that should something happen there can recoup. So they take 1/12 of that. At the end of the year, when you pay your taxes, if there's a shortfall, they adjust your taxes for the next year and increase the amount of money for you to pay the difference, because there'll be a shortage in your payment to pay the next year's taxes. Similarly, for your insurance, if insurance rate goes up. So I know a lot of you are going to see an increase, especially insurance. So because of what's going on in Florida, wish we would have some legislatures and a governor who really focus more on helping Floridians reduce their property insurance cost, so that they're not driven out of their home because they can't afford to pay the insurance. So that adjustment is made with your mortgage company. Now, Abby, tell us on the discount side, introduce yourself quickly, and then tell us on the discount side, by paying November 1st, how they can get a discount if they're paying it on their own, and then get into how they can pay over a period of time, how that works. I'll come back to that afterwards. But go ahead and give us a quick introduction as to who you are, what you do now.
My name is Abby Ajayi. I am the manager of the tax office under Records, Taxes, and Treasury for Broward County. And we issue property tax bills, usually goes out November 1st. Right now, the budget is being finalized. So once we have all those numbers, those tax bills will be issued. So if you pay your taxes in November, you get a 4% discount. So this discounts go down as we move towards March. In December, you'll get a 3% discount. January, 2% discount. February, 1% discount. And March, you pay the full amount due.
Okay. So now let's say I am a person who has paid off my mortgage, and I'm a senior and I have a fixed income. Can I make some arrangements to make those payments? How does that work?
Absolutely. In November 1st, you can sign up for the following year to pay your payments quarterly. You can pay your property tax payments quarterly. You sign up November 1st, and begin in June, the year following, you'll be able to make your first quarterly payment and move forward from there. So every quarter, June, September, December, and March, you will make those payments. Your payments will be split into 4 payments over that period of time.
But that's for the payment for the following year, or for the year that you just got the assessment on?
So this year, unfortunately, that quarterly installment payment plan is no longer available because signing up for that closed April 30th of this year. So to take advantage of the next year, November 1st, you can sign up for that quarterly installment payment.
Okay.
You'll still be able to keep your discounts, and you pay quarterly 4 payments between June and March following.
But that's for the tax year coming. That's not for the tax year that we're in now, correct?
Yes, correct. The option for multiple payment this tax year, we call it a partial payment plan, where you can make your payment 5 times. You can split your payment into 5 payments. That is an option that's available for this year, beginning November 1st.
Okay, so now I know you have some agreement with PayPal also in order to make this payment. Is that correct? And how does that function? What they do? What
So
do
in
they do?
order to make your payment, you can make your payments on our website. You can pay with an e-check free of charge. You can use your credit card or your debit card. It's a little fee if you do that. We also have PayPal on our platform. And through PayPal, some people are eligible to even spread that payment further. That will be through PayPal directly. But we do have that option on our website where you can pay with PayPal.
So what's the website?
Broward.county-taxes.com.
Okay, repeat that slowly again for us, please.
Broward.county-taxes.com.
Okay, and is there a phone number, an email that if they have questions, they can reach out to?
Absolutely. The email is revenue@broward.org.
Revenue@broward.org. And is there a phone number?
The phone number is 954-357-4829.
Okay, now, Abby, I know that there are some changes that have occurred in the state constitution that was passed in 2018,
Correct.
where we now in the next year will have to elect certain positions statewide. Many weren't elected before, depending on the individual county charter, but the state charter, the state constitution, supersedes the local charters. So the Constitution now requires a sheriff to be elected. In many instances, they were not elected. The supervisor of elections to be elected. Those were already being elected in Broward County, and also the tax collector. And on my way, and I says, you're now in place to run for that position. But I thought of Saul in the Bible, the tax collector. I know you're not an evil tax collector. You're a good tax collector.
Far from it. Far from it.
So tell us about what happened with this change in the Constitution and what happens now. When is the election and what's going on with that?
Because of Amendment 10, Broward County is required to have a constitutional tax collector. And the election will be first election as a primary August 20, 2024.
Okay, now that position is also slated to have some changes made in terms of the different functions that exist within the system for the tax collector. I know that you now handle the property taxes, but you also have a hand in the tax. Well, it's a tax. It's your registration, your car registration, which is really a tax. But you also handle that. Tell us, what function does the county play now for collecting the tax that you pay for your renewal of your tag each year?
Currently, Broward County does not have a tax collector. We have Records, Taxes, and Treasury Division that does have a director, and this division functions as the tax collector because they collect taxes. Mm-hmm. So this division collects taxes. We don't have an official tax collector, but we do have a director. So under the county collects property tax, tangible tax, business tax, and also responsible for tax lien and tax deeds. These are statutorily required duties that are performed by a tax collector all over the state. And part of the duties also that's being done under the county is auto tag, title, and vessel. Those are currently being done under the county. under the new constitutional tax collector, all these duties will still be performed by the tax collector with the addition of driver's license.
So the driver's license division that's now run by the state is going to come under the tax collector's office when that's established come next year. But
That is correct.
a lot of people, yeah, go ahead.
The tax collector would act as agent of the state in that role.
So the driver's license bureau is a chaotic place. The lines are long, and I remember at one point in time you couldn't get an appointment. How is that going to change with the tax collector, someone like you in place? How does that change? What's the difference? What do you look to do to make that better or change that?
Well, with someone like me in place, we're going to look very closely at all the issues that each office is having, and we're going to address them individually. There's systemic issues, there's personnel issues, and there's issues regarding the new law surrounding real ID. So there's multiple of reasons why the offices are having problems resulting in people not being able to get appointments and all the complaints and all the issues that exist right now. So it's not a singular issue. It's a multiple number of reasons why it is the way it is. And if I were to be the chosen one, if you want to call it that, I am laser focused on those issues, and we will clean it up. We will address them. We will make it a better place for our community to go to.
So we won't have those long lines anymore.
No, there will be no more long lines. Better service, better relationship with the community, with the staff, and it will be a better place for our community to go to. The service will be quick, fast, efficient. The website will be upgraded to make it easier to navigate. So there's a lot of solutions, a lot of problems, and multiple solutions to those problems.
Right. So now I know at the county, you helped to put some things in place with efficiency in the system, like paying by credit card and online payments. You can pay your taxes now online, correct?
That is correct. Our website has been refurbished, and it's easier to make payments, and payments can be made in multiple ways. You can make your payment by e-check free of charge directly from your account. Your payment is immediately taken, and also you're able to print a receipt immediately. You can use a credit card or a debit card. You can also sit in the comfort of your home and do a bill pay directly through your bank. Mm-hmm. These are methods of payments that the county put in place in order to make payment more efficient and easier for our consumers.
So tell me some of the things that you would look to do to improve the system as it exists right now, as it pertains to the tax collector's office.
Absolutely. Broward County is the second largest county in the state. We have one office only, which is the downtown office. So some of the things that I would do is open multiple offices to make it more convenient for our community members to go in and make their payment. Whether it's north, east, west, or south, multiple payments to make it easier for taxpayers to go in and make their payment. That's one of the main first steps to do, make it more convenient. We will also look very closely at more automation to make it efficient for our taxpayers. We'll also make sure that we have an outreach department so that there's transparency about what's going on in the office. We will have outreach program where people can get information about the advantages and opportunities that are available in our office for taxpayers, for investors, for business people directly in our office. So I am looking forward to being able to do that. And I believe an outreach program is badly needed so that we can convey information to taxpayers, members of our community, to veterans, people on fixed income. There's advantages that they can take, things that they can take advantage of. and get information to make it easier to pay taxes.
All right. So give us a little bit on background on you in terms of your experience that you bring to the table for this position. Abby?
I have a MBA from Florida Atlantic University, 30 years of experience in financial services, and I've been working for the county for 8 years, and the past 5 years as manager of the tax office. I'm also certified by the Florida Department of Revenue for tax collection. I'm a long-term resident of Broward County. I understand the issues in Broward County. I have deep roots in Broward County, married and raised my 3 children in Broward County. They went to school in Broward County, and they are now successful adults based on the opportunities that are afforded them by living in Broward County. So I have deep roots in Broward County, and I am looking forward to be able to serve the Broward County community as I've always done all my career. Financial literacy is a very important topic for me. I take that very personally because I think that information, that skill set, that education helps build wealth down the road. In banking, that was one of my main goals, was to go into middle school and teach them about financial literacy and teach them about planting the seed that early on, how they can build wealth over time. I did a lot of volunteer work through the Kiwanis Club. When I was a member of the Kiwanis Club, we went into the community. We were able to assist so many members of our community in getting done what they need to get done. Any Kiwana will tell you we're ready anytime somebody needs us in the community. Women in distress, we did some work there. I did some work with Hands in some Broward. So I am deeply committed into the Broward County community, and I'm looking forward to be able to serve you in that role, and looking for everybody's support to get it done. I'm the most qualified, the most experienced person to do the job, and I can't wait to serve you.
So give us some contact information for your campaign website, phone number, email address. What are those? What's that information?
My campaign website, abbeyajayi.com.
Okay, and how you spell Abby Ajayi?
ABBEYAJAYI.com.
Okay, and is there an email address if someone wants to send an email?
Abby for tax collector at gmail.com.
Abby for tax collector, is that the number 4 or the word for?
FOR.
So it's Abby for FOR tax collector, and the rest of it at
gmail.com.
At gmail.com.
Correct.
Is there a phone number?
954-288-8569.
Okay, repeat that number again.
954-288-8569.
All right. So Abby, I'm delighted to have been able to talk to you again, and we look forward to talking to you in the future. This is Make We Talk. We talk money, Holness, and Tavares on Thursdays and Fridays. We talk about money, and that's an important thing. We'll take a break and be back on the other side. I am hoping to have the Vice Mayor of Miramar, Alexandra Davis, on at that time. So
you're listening to WZOP.
Thank you for having me.
92.7 LP FM.
We're not the airline, but we can take
Don't let it erase the smile from your face. Make we talk, people. Make we talk. Conversation is the key, a guiding light for you and me. Spark a talk and you will see. Conflict solver A to Z. World leaders master the art of self-defense just by talk. So people.
Welcome back to Make We Talk with a former Broward County Mayor Dale Holness.
Yes, we're back talking money on Thursdays and Fridays from 1 to 2. I'm here talking money. Money is important uh, according to the Bible. And it's not just the part that people tell you that money is the root of all evil. In fact, the Bible is misquoted. It's really that the love of money, the idolization of money, making money your God, but the utilization of it, it answers all things, the Bible says in Leviticus, and I'm sorry, in Ecclesiastic 10 and 19. Food make it a feast, wine make it merry, but money answereth all things. Call your friends and get them to tune into WZPPradio.com, no matter where they are. They can listen in, WZPPradio.com. Certainly here in South Florida, we're 96.1 FM in Miami, 92.7 FM in Fort Lauderdale, 1590 AM in Tampa, St. Petersburg, in the Hollywood, North Miami area, 102.3 FM, in Vero Beach and the Treasure Coast, 105.3 FM, and in Orlando, Winter Garden, Lake Mary, 99.7. But simply go to WZPPradio.com and you can tune in. I have with me on the line Paula Isaacs, who is the Director for International Affairs in Broward County. I know I'm not titling you exact, but that's what you are, as you handle all the international trade and international missions that Broward County has. And we have an event that I started that you so ably helped put together with us for Broward County, Florida's International Trade and Cultural Expo, FITSE, started in 2015. We're now in our 8th year, Paula. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you. Thank you for having me today.
All right. And I know that we have big things going on. And, you know, Jamaicans will say, big things are going on. But I know you speak 5 language, and I know you probably understand a little bit of the Jamaican language. Some say dialect,
Wow.
but you've been around us quite a bit, so you know. Say when we say "Wagwan" is how you doing. So tell us where we are with FITSE this year. FITSE is in our 8th year. How many countries we're having this year, and where we are, and what it's October 4th and 5th.
October 4th, and we have 74 countries coming this year instead of 60.
74 countries from around the world is going to participate in FITSE this year. That is huge.
Yes.
The website, give us the website again, and the email address and any phone numbers for someone to reach you regarding that.
So all the information is on our website at FITSEexpo.com, and FITSE is the name of the event, FITCE. So basically our website is FITC, the word expo.com. Again, that's FITC, the word expo.com. That's where they can find all the information. There's also my contact information on the website, but that's the best place to go to find everything.
So FITCEexpo.com. And
yeah, but there's one E between FITSE and Expo.
Yeah, I know. Remember, I created the I created the
Get confused.
Yeah, no, I created that. Remember, so it's
I
FITC
thought you created for
xexpo.com.
Yes.
Now, tell us what we have in store for this year. What are the availability? I think you might have a couple more uh, tables available for those who want to bring their information, goods or services that they may offer, and what's the cost of that. And would you go ahead and tell us that, please?
Yes, of course. And this is our 8th year, as you mentioned, that you created 8 years ago, this wonderful conference, which has grown now to a 2,000 people conference. And we're going to have representatives from 74 countries. So we don't have to travel to a country. They're just flying right here in our backyard and we can meet them. And it's a free expo to attend as general admission. But as you said, we have just a couple of tables, exhibitor tables left that we're going to be closing the exhibitor registration because we had a tremendous positive response this year. And so general admission is free. You can register on our website. If you want those 2 tables that are left, go ahead today and register under local exhibitor registration. You're going to be able to see our skeleton program, which soon we're going to put the detailed program with all the speakers. So you're going to get to see like there's ministers coming, governors coming, mayors from different countries, and also high-level business leaders that will be coming from those countries and locally. So it's a great opportunity, yes.
So if someone want to connect to the world, this is the place to be come October 4th and 5th. Now I know we talked and we talked about bringing from Jamaica the Minister of Commerce and Industry. We've got him locked in. Is that correct?
Well, we're still trying to have him come, so it's not 100% confirmed. But there's a high interest from him coming with CAMPRO, which is the Investment and Trade and Promotion Agency. But we have other ministers coming as well. We have a minister coming from St. Lucia. We have ministers coming from Honduras, the Minister of Economic Development. We have a governor coming from Colombia. So basically, on the website also, we have a section called Participating Countries, where you can see every single country, who they're bringing, what type of delegation they're bringing. And in the top of the page, also, we have the latest dignitaries confirmed. And one of the highest level dignitaries that we just confirmed is the Vice President of El Salvador, the
Okay.
current one.
Okay, so the Vice President of El Salvador is coming, and I know that we have former presidents from many Latin American countries that attend. Who do we have this year from former president coming?
Yeah. So the Vice President of El Salvador is going to be part of a presidential panel, which in the past was mainly former presidents through the Latin American Presidential Mission. But this year and the last year started with the presence of the Vice President of Honduras. We have current interest from the current administrations of those countries. So we're talking to the president of Dominican Republic and Honduras. They're still letting us know their final decision, hopefully this week, well today, and then and so we're going to make some other announcements soon, hopefully. But for the time being, we just received confirmation from the current Vice President of El Salvador, which the President Bukele has been doing so much to bring the country forward in El Salvador. And then we also have a former president from Ecuador coming, former president of Mauritius. So now we have a former president coming from Africa, from Mauritius.
Oh wow, that's great. So uh, would you? We have a cultural component of this also. Would you talk a little bit about that for a minute, and then we have the Vice Mayor of Alexandra Davis from Miramar on, so we'll get her up in a few moments. But go ahead and talk about the cultural component and some of the things that people will learn when they come beyond the culture also.
Yes, definitely. So, as you always say, and as we always tell people, culture is so important in order to understand other countries and do business with other countries. So, definitely, the cultural element is, I would say, just as important as the business element. And in terms of culture, we're partnering with the Cultural Division of Broward County. We're going to have a cultural art exhibit. We're also going to have cultural performances. So last year we were blessed by the South African group Grammy Award winner Simbo, who sang the song Jerusalema, which is the number one song in the world from the year before. This year, we're going to have also some other renowned performers. One of them is a renowned performer from Serbia. She's one of the top leading performers there in her country, and she's actually a jazz performer, jazz music, and she will be performing at the event. And then we also have other performance group. We're looking at having a group from Bolivia, Honduras. We're trying to secure Paula Miranda, who's a singer from Argentina. She's very famous there. So we're still working a little bit on finalizing our cultural performances, and we might have some surprises and celebrity surprises as well. But the celebrity surprises are going to be announced only at the event. So make sure to be there.
So you're going to talk about how people import and how they export. Talk a little bit about the program as it relates to that, and then we'll go to Vice Mayor Davis.
Definitely. So we're going to have educational panels in addition to the continent panels of doing business with Latin America, Caribbean, Africa, for example. We're going to have the 11 Steps to Exporting, which is a signature program, award-winning program. We actually won an award in Washington, D.C., the Presidency Award, for demystifying the exporting process. So we're going to have Department of Commerce, the state of Florida, the export financing, all the resources on how to export. We're also going to have an import panel, how to import into the United States. And there's going to be the U.S. Customs, the FDA, the USDA, and other agencies. And when do you get the opportunity to be face-to-face with the FDA and ask them a question? Not really often. So this is a great opportunity to go there and ask any questions you have about importing and exporting as well.
And also we have a buyers panel that we usually have. What's going on with the buyers panel this
year? Yeah, so one of the highlights of the show is some meet and greet and matchmaking activities, and one of them is a large American buyers panel. So we're still again finalizing the speakers, but we're going to have buyers from the supermarket industry. We're inviting the National Association of Supermarkets, who's helping us there with that panel. We're also inviting the hospital buyers, the school buyers, and the government buyers under a new alliance called the South Florida Anchor Alliance, which has all the hospital procurement, schools of the region, and government entity buying. So they buy millions of dollars in products and services, and there's such a diversity. So it is really a multi-sectorial show, and we're going to have buyers from different sectors. While these are American buyers, we're also going to have on that panel an international buyers that's coming from Pakistan. And he was sent by Department of Commerce, and he buys for the hotel industry, for hospitals, various products. So there's going to be also an international buyers, and they really appreciate. They're looking to get more made in USA products into Pakistan.
Okay, so there's a lot going on there. The website one more time.
The website is FICC, the word expo.com. So F as in Florida, I as in international, C as in trade, C like culture, the word expo, which is expo.com.
All right, Paula, thank you so much for being on, and this is an opportunity for you to make some money. Thanks again for the great work that you've done, continue building on what we started in 2005. 8 years now. That's really something. Thanks.
That's amazing. Thank you for creating this conference. Your vision really is coming more and more. It's been coming to fruition.
Thank you so much. And we have on the other line my good friend, Vice Mayor of Miramar, Alexandra Davis. And she had a big event yesterday talking money and with businesses. We have about 10 minutes left in the program. Vice Mayor Davis, talk to us a little bit about the event you had with the businesses. And I know you have a senior program coming up tomorrow, I believe, so you can talk about that also. Vice Mayor Davis.
Thank you, Commissioner Holness, for having me on your program. Yes, yesterday we had a very good business forum. We had speakers talking about credit. We had a banker talking about how to access loans for your business. We had someone talk about social media and how that plays a role in marketing your business and other ways to market your business. We explained about several grant programs and opportunities we have if you're a business that's in the city of Miramar, but also programs that are more general in that if you need help with a business plan, where you can get that help. We had the Urban League of Broward County there as well. And so we had a good turnout. Folks were pleased that they came. They stopped by the various booths that were there, including Miramar Pembroke Pines Chamber, the Broward Black Chamber, and other resources that were available to business owners and folks who are entrepreneurial, they're entrepreneurial minded and need ways to get their thoughts out there into market. So I recently took a tour of the Alan B. Levon NSU Broward Center of Innovation.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's a well hidden gem at on the Nova campus.
Proud to have been one of those at the county who supported it and voted for that money to be put in place to put this tremendous resource in place to help our small businesses. Really, that innovation center can help you business plan connection. It's really, if you have a business, you need to check that innovation center out, certainly.
Exactly, or just even an idea, a thought, something that you see as an issue in the marketplace that you think you can fix. There was one lady the gentleman who's over that now, I think his name is Yak. But anyway, he's very good. You might want to have him on your program.
Yes.
But he used to be part of the Vegan Council. He's familiar with the Fort Lauderdale Alliance.
Yes.
And she had an idea that she was just trying to do her nails one day. She got a whole bag of these false nails that never fit her nail bed. And then she just devised, she said, you know what, maybe I could come up with an idea where you can have a precise measurement of your nail bed and get the exact size of these nails on your fingers, something as simple as that. And that innovation center helped her get that product to market.
Mm-hmm.
and help her with the idea, bringing it into fruition. So it's a thought in her head that she did not, put aside, but at the innovation center, they helped her with the idea. So this is a place where just the thought of improving technology, a thought of improving a system that you've seen failing and you have an idea, you can go here and it's free.
I certainly will have them on because they've done so much work. I've been out there a few times and they actually have a Shark Tank type event where you can make a pitch and get funding for your idea for your business if you have one already existing. And I know that tomorrow we get about 6 minutes left on the program. Tomorrow you're now hosting a program.
The Senior Resource Fair.
Okay, so talk to us about who is coming, and I think you got a couple of hundred people already signed up for that, right?
Yeah, we got quite a few folks signed up because it's a Senior Resource Fair. If you're 60 and over, we have a lot of resources for you, whether it's housing opportunities, senior housing, whether it's information as far as the property appraiser and your exemptions. In terms of just health and wellness, we'll have various buses there that will do blood screenings and other health screenings. We'll have also folks from the county agencies, from the state. Debbie Westman Schultz, her office will be out there. So there are programs that are designed for seniors that a lot of seniors are not aware of. And not only that, we in the city have 2 senior centers, and it's not just for Miramar residents. It's for the folks in and around the South Broward areas. So you can come there, you can get registered for the senior programs. They do trips, they have evenings out where they play bingo, they go to the casino, whatever your fancy is. They have exercise classes, yoga classes. It's a lot of senior activity that you don't have to be home alone and figuring out what to do with yourself if you are indeed retired. And you don't have to go there daily. If you drive, you can drive yourself. If not, we'll pick you up. So there's a lot of resources that we just want the community to know. There's volunteer opportunities at our council center. You get to see shows if you just volunteer there as a senior, help people get to their assigned seats. These are things you can do to really improve, your life and not to be lonely and out there not knowing what to do with yourself after retirement. So we want to make sure that our seniors are well taken care of in and around Broward County. And this resource fair, we're going to have breakfast, a light breakfast for you, and also you'll go away with a packed lunch, a box lunch. We'll also have food giveaway, a food distribution as well for the first 500 folks. So we'll have up to 500 food distribution items packed for you that you can leave with. So it's going to be a good day. We hope folks can come out. It's at our Miramar. It's 6700. Put it at Miramar Multi-Service Complex, which is 6700 Miramar Parkway. So again, 6700 Miramar Parkway from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. and that will be tomorrow. You can just show up, you can register when you get there. We expect you. We want you to come out and get the resources that you need as you are 60 and over. And there is a lot of stuff that you need to be aware of, whether it's fraud prevention, scam prevention, end of life preparations. Many people have asked me about how do I get a will done. These are things that will be accessible to you at this resource fair tomorrow.
So tomorrow it's at 6700 Miramar Parkway in the city of Miramar. And
Yes.
the time is from what time until when?
10 a.m. to 1 p.m. 10 a.m. to 1 p.m.
10 a.m. to 1 p.m. at 6700 Miramar Parkway in Miramar. And Vice Mayor Alexandra Davis is hosting this wonderful event, as she hosts so many other great events in the city of Miramar that benefits people from all over. Vice Mayor, also you're running, we have about a minute left, for county commission. Well, want to give us some information on where they reach you, how they reach your website and phone number if they want to help or contribute to your campaign and volunteer for you to continue this great work? You got about 30 seconds.
Yeah, so I am running for Broward County District 7, which is anywhere in Miramar, east of Flamingo, all the way to 441. Also, Pembroke Pines, east of Flamingo to 441, and West Hollywood. That election takes place on August in 2024. But I need support now, obviously, to get the word out.
Your website and phone number.
Vote. Website is number 4, alexandradavis.com, number 4, alexandradavis.com, 954-270-4601.
Okay. Great talking to you again, and we'll be back.
Thank you. Thanks for having me on.
LPFM.